welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. To all returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Let me get my AirPods. Okay, that is much better because I heard an echo. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. For those who are new here, my name is Carlotta. I live in Dallas. I am a content creator. I am a realtor. All things of that. So yeah, welcome. Okay, you guys see how out of practice I am. I had to literally switch my headphones 2 or 3 times. But anyways, hey guys, so I just wanted to come on here and basically do a video. This is kind of something that has been on me. I've been wanting to discuss for a while, but you know, life be lifing. But the topic of today is going to be, it's okay to be regular. Nothing more, nothing less. It's okay to be regular. Gosh, I am so out of practice with discussion videos. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I don't really have a script. This is kind of going to be just a video that I am doing just off the top. Just what comes to me. I have a cookie butter cold brew from Dunkin' Donuts. I just did a review of that on my TikTok. So anyway, yeah, you guys, if you're new here, please give my video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, I can. I don't really be doing discussion videos like that as much because, you know, I don't know. So that kind of brings me to my video. What prompted me to want to do this topic is basically just, I've been seeing a lot of different things, a lot of different signs, and it's really been on me to want to talk about this. And, you know, for whatever reason, I haven't, you know, I feel like, you know, the age of social media, the age of people being judgmental, the age of people just always having something to say, you know, it's kind of hard to get on here and just discuss your thoughts, your feelings, because when you do put yourself out there, you are opening yourself up for all kind of backlash and ridicule and judgment, etc. So I kind of just don't know. You know, I'm trying to find my space in the YouTube world, the content creation world. So with that said, I just wanted to talk about it's okay to be regular. So as of recently, you know, I have been seeing, I'm in a couple of groups on Facebook. I'm in a couple of I see a lot of different discussion posts, and, you know, you see people, especially with, again, I'm just going off the top of my dome, so I apologize if I'm going to be a little all over the place. I'm just kind of giving my thoughts. You see a lot of different postings in regards to luxury, the soft life. You know, you have to have A, B, and C in order to be respected. And I just feel like in this age, in this time, you know, with the cost of living going up, you know, after the panini, like, it has really, I don't know, I just feel like since 2020, it was a little bad before, but I really feel like since 2020, the expectations of living has just gone array. It's just really become unrealistic. And I feel like the pressure to be this, you know, perfect being that has money and that lives this luxurious life and that looks the part and talks the part and acts the part, I feel like it has put a lot of pressure on normal people. So with that said, I wanted to say it is okay to be regular, right? I feel like when you go on social media, TikTok, IG, Facebook, whatever is your choice, your preference, you know, you go on there and you see people just living so lavishly, right? And something about me, the thing about me as a content creator, you know, I am guilty. Y'all know I'm transparent. I keep it 100. I am very guilty of basically seeing other content creators, you know, doing more, having more, being more. And it does put you in the space of you feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you're not doing enough. And for me, I feel like like I said, I've been guilty. Like, it's made me feel like, you know, I don't want to come on here and talk because I don't my face isn't beat, or my hair isn't done, or I don't have, luxury clothing or whatever. And, even something to the degree of how people say you shouldn't wear your outfit more than once on social media. Like, what has happened to the world where we are that vain? A lot of times I wear my clothes over and over because some of my clothes I favor more, right? I feel like society has put this standard on people to say you have to have everything of money, of luxury. And there are a lot of people out here struggling, right? I'm one of those people where I've been in the struggle. So I don't floss. I don't showboat. I don't, try to like show what I have. Like, if anything that I'm showing you, if anything that I'm showing and sharing, it is not because I want to floss on you. It's because I want to show you that if I can get it, someone who came from my circumstances, so can you. And not only am I showing you, I'm also giving you the information on how you can get it. I am definitely not a person that I had someone that asked me one time, why don't you go to more fancy restaurants and vlog those places? Why do you just vlog hole in the walls? Well, because the average person can't afford the rich restaurants, the more luxury, expensive restaurants. They can afford the hole in the walls. So I am also one of those people. I don't get off on spending $200-300 on a meal that I'm going to poop out. I just don't. For the love of me, I've gone back and forth. I've told Charles every couple of months, we're going to go out to a fancy restaurant. We deserve this, yada, yada. Baby, I said that shit like 7 months ago and we have yet to go to one. I just cannot fathom spending that kind of money on food that's going to come out the next day. So for me, I get more enjoyment in supporting smaller businesses because I feel like when you have a smaller business, the food is cooked better with more love and more effort. So I choose to, support those businesses. I choose to patron those businesses. So I just feel like what has happened to where every time we get online, you're seeing people flossing cars, clothes, money, travel, yada, yada. Like, I don't stay in 5-star hotels when I travel. I stay in Hilton, Homewood Suites. Every time I go somewhere, you see the hotel that I'm at, right? It's nice. It's comfortable. It's safe. Diesel done got under my desk and he is snoring. Really, Diesel? I don't stay at the La Meridian. I don't stay at, I don't know what other luxury hotels. I've done at the Omni, but there's some really high profile, expensive $500 a night hotels. And now if you can afford that, fine, that's great. But I'm speaking to the regular person. Like, it's okay. Diesel, you gotta go. Diesel, you gotta go. You can't be snoring like that. You gotta go. I'm sorry, puppy. You gotta go. So I'm talking to the regular person, right? I want you to know and understand that it's okay to not have all of these things. It's okay to not be able to afford a $1,300 bag. It's okay to not have the flyest car. Like, it's okay to want regular things. It's okay to, not be able to afford Chanel makeup. Like, don't get me wrong. If you have the extra money and you can treat yourself, go for that. And that's something I'm actually learning to do more. I'm learning to try to start treating myself, but that doesn't mean that it has to break your pockets. I'm a firm believer of getting things on sale. I'm a firm believer of getting things with coupons. I'm a firm believer of shopping on budget, even with my clients with homes, right? I had one last night. She was telling me that her budget is $400,000. Anyway, so my client is telling me that her budget is $400,000. So I'm like, okay, listen, I'm going to do my best to keep you as far under that as possible and get you what you want. My goal is to not have you tapping out at $400,000, even if that is your budget. My goal is to help you save as much money as you potentially can. I just don't subscribe to the whole, you gotta be fly, you gotta have this, you gotta have that, you gotta, be bomb all the time. Like, literally, I'm a total boy. Like, unless y'all see me dressed, I'm usually in some sweats, sneakers, and a t-shirt. Like, I'm a tomboy at heart. I have never been able, and maybe this is something that I also suffer from, because, not suffer, I'm not gonna use that word. This is something that I've had to deal with because I was never able to afford luxury items, right? So I've always had to be in a budget. I'm in a budget now, but I am able to afford certain things. And even then, I'm still like, because I feel like sometimes you get judged on how you look. I don't like that. Don't judge me. I like for you to not know what I have. I like for you to question what I got. I'm never going to just show all my stuff. And I also feel like it's insensitive to the regular person who, this like the 1% of people online showing, cars, clothes, money, lavish vacations, etc. I know people have been following, the culture and the news. It's clear that everything that you see is not what is, right? You don't know what these people are having to do in order to get these certain things. It is okay that you may not be able to afford an $80,000 car. You don't know what that person is having to do to get it, right? It's okay to be regular. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's okay to read. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay, to go to school. It's okay to not want to be a rapper. It's okay to, take a trade. It's okay to have a trade. Like, I don't know why people are like, oh, trade school is so bad. No, there are plenty of trades that pay very well. I did a video talking about all the jobs you can get where you don't have to have a degree. And a lot of those jobs pay well. I just don't know what has happened to where the world has become so vain. I feel like social media has been a gift and a curse. But like I said, I'm guilty too. I'm not going to sit here and point no fingers to nobody. I'm guilty too. I literally see, content creators that have like 100K subscribers, 40, 50, 60. But then I also have to tell myself my niche isn't that. I'm not talking about celebrity culture. I'm not talking about beauty. I'm not talking about makeup. I'm not talking about, whatever else it is that might get that type of view, those kind of views, because I'm talking about advice. I'm talking about lifestyle. I'm talking about food reviews. I'm talking about real estate. Like, that might not be interesting to the common person. So I have to sometimes talk to myself. I'm sorry, Diesel won't move if y'all hear him. I have to sometimes have talks with myself to say, it's okay that you don't have as many subscribers because what you're bringing to the table is a little different. It's okay to be different from what everybody else is doing. I'm not going to be fake and come on here and start doing makeup tutorials. That ain't me. Like, baby, that's not me. I'm not going to come on here and I'm not going to go shopping just so I can do a haul for you. Like, if I do a haul, it's because I literally went and bought the stuff. But I'm not going to purposely go out and buy these things to show off so I can get views. Like, I'm trying to be as authentic as I possibly can. And sometimes authenticity, slow and steady wins the race. It's okay that I'm where I'm at. Like, I've been doing YouTube for a little over 3 years now, and I'm grateful to be at almost 6K subscribers. Like, that's crazy for even me to be doing the content that I do, so I feel like wherever you are in your life, wherever you are in your situation, I try to have the most grace and most compassion for the person that is really struggling and they don't know how to get where they want to be. They don't know the blueprint. They don't know, like, my husband went back to school. He's back in school now for cybersecurity. And I was telling him, like, why didn't you do this when you were younger? And he was explaining to me, like, he didn't know how to go do it. He didn't know how to go sign up for school. He didn't know who to talk to. He didn't know the programs. He didn't know. And a lot of people out here have the potential. They just don't know how to go about getting where they want to be. They don't know the path, the road to take. So like even with like a lot of people who have moved to Texas, like that I've talked to and helped, or a lot of, my clients, my couple of clients that I've helped, they didn't know about buying a house. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know where to look. Like they had the means for it. They just didn't know how to get there. And I feel like I want to be that vessel, that person. I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience based on me having to bump my head so many times, but I want to be able to deliver and provide advice to help people get ahead, right? That is what feeds me. That is what gives me joy. And I want you to know it's okay to not be everything that you're seeing online. It's okay to not have to have that Louis bag. I didn't get my first Louis bag until I'm 42. I think I was 35 and I didn't buy it. Charles bought it because I still wouldn't have bought it. I'm not buying that. I'm not spending that money. And then now I don't even carry it because I grew up so, in poverty. So I hold on to it because I'm like, I don't want to damage it. I don't want nothing to happen to it. It's very precious to me, right? That's something that I'm learning to deal with and get out of, but I carry it on special occasions. But it's okay to not have that. Like I think I might have posted online maybe a couple times when I went out, but it's okay to not be what everyone online is telling you to be. It's okay to be perfectly normal. It's okay to shop at Walmart. It's okay to shop at thrift stores. I got this shirt for $7.99 from Shein. I am a firm believer of living below your means. I do not believe in, going out your way to showboat to make other people think you have it. I mean, you could do the whole fake it till you make it thing, but while you faking it, you could be getting yourself into more deeper debt. So you have to really be mindful on how you move. But in terms of, what you're seeing online, just know that everything you see online is not always what is. Like you see people coming out now, you thought they had money like that. They don't. Like they struggling just like the rest of us. Like we all out here trying to work and just make it, right? Like a lot of people for some reason tend to think that I do content creating and real estate full-time. No, I don't. I have a full-time job. I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 at my regular job. And this is just my side hobby, right? You have people who are able to do it full time, and I would love to get there, but I'm a realist as well to understand that just may not happen, and that's okay. You have to know that you don't have to be what everyone else is. It's totally okay to just do you. Whatever you're doing is enough. And if you want to elevate yourself, that's okay too. But I'm not subscribing to this luxury online shit. It's very draining when you go online because it always makes you feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. I need to do more. Like I shouldn't be this broke. Like I always kind of tell myself at 42, I feel like I'm not as accomplished as I want to be, right? But then I look at people that I know or went to school with or have crossed paths in life and I'm like, well, I'm actually kind of doing all right considering. But for me, I feel like I should be way further ahead. Like I just got my associates at in 2020 and it's like 2023. So, I feel like I'm not as educated, but then you got people who are educated and they feel like they're not doing enough. So I don't know what's wrong with us as a society to where we feel like no matter what we do, it's never enough. I'm here to tell you that it is enough. It is totally enough. Wherever you are, you're there due to some circumstance, due to a set of circumstances, whether it's from your background, whether life threw you some curveballs, whether you fell down and you just have a hard time getting back up. Everybody's pace is different. Everybody's situation is different. And I think that we have to do a better job at not comparing situations. Like my drive may not be your drive. My goals may not be yours. Like my hunger for more may not be yours. And that's okay. We don't all have to be the same. And when you go online and you see Benzes and, people looking glamorous or people getting surgical things to enhance themselves, like, oh, that's great. Cool. Nice. But that doesn't mean we have to do it too. That doesn't mean that we have to have that. Like I'm not spending $20K on me a tummy tuck. You gonna get these rolls. I don't care. I feel like the goal should be to just be able to be comfortable, to have good health, to be able to have warm food in your stomach every day, to be able to care for your kids, to have a good roof over your head, like to be safe. Like to me, these are the essentials to being able to live well, travel, Guys, I had to literally empty out my phone and reboot it because I have so much freaking content in my phone. Like it's crazy. Anyway, what was I saying? So I just basically wanted to. Oh, so I was saying. I think that's what I was saying. I don't know what's happened in society to where we feel like we have to overextend and go into debt and do the most just to be accepted or just to be liked or just to be, considered doing well. It is perfectly okay to be regular. It is okay to shop in the clearance rack because I know I do. It's okay to shop for things on sale. I know I do. It's okay to shop for generic brands. I know I do, especially in these times. In these times, I barely buy name brand stuff these days. I don't need all of it because if I could pay $2 for less and it's just the same thing, I'm doing it. But I feel like it's okay to go online and see people doing these things, but understand that does not have to be you. You don't know what they're doing to be in that space. It can look like everything is perfect, and behind closed doors, they are crying miserably. They're in misery. So it's okay to continue to do you and do what works for you. I get clothes from Walmart. I do. Like, I'm cheap. Like, I don't think people really be understanding. Like, I know how to make things look nice, right? It's a way to shop, for less and make it look good. You don't have to buy all the high-end things. Like, I just started buying things from Nordstrom's maybe 2 years ago. And I go straight to that clearance rack. I get a good American jeans because they fit me good, but trust me, I get them things on sale. I do not know. Like I'm not paying full price for nothing. The only thing that I will pay a little extra money on is skincare, but I try to get that on sale too. So I feel like it's okay to not overextend yourself in order to be accepted or liked or to feel like, you're having to put on this facade and go out just to be looked at, perceived in a certain way. It's okay to be regular. It is perfectly okay to not subscribe to all the BS that you're seeing online. I feel like in a way it warps your brain because you feel like I'm not doing enough. I got to be more. I got to have more. I got to want more. Like it's okay to just be, If I had it my way, I would literally, my husband knows this. If I had it my way, I would be so fine living in an RV and driving across country and traveling and doing content creating. That is like my goal in life. Like I would love to I'm very simple. I always be telling, I'm such a basic bitch. My husband be like, don't be saying it. I'm like, but I am. Like, I'm so basic. Like, but that's okay. Like, why are we told that being regular is not enough? Right? Like we really have to ask ourselves, why has it become such a thing where we have to always have and want and need more? It's okay to just be good. Now, when I say wanting more, I mean in terms of like materialistics. Like if you want more in terms of living in a better neighborhood or you want more as far as getting educated, totally fine, totally acceptable, because that's me as well. But I'm speaking on in terms of having to break your pockets in order to look the part online so other people can think that you are being, top notch and being something, and then you go home and then you close the door and you just breaking down in tears. Like functional depression is a real thing, and I'm learning more about it. I think I might suffer from it a little bit. But it's a thing. It's a thing when you go outside and you put on this whole just, poker face. Is it a poker face? You go outside and you have to put on this face that you're perfect. Everything is fine. I'm happy. Yay. And then you go home and you just sit on your bed and you're just breaking down, And I want you to know that it's okay to just be regular. You don't have to overextend. You don't have to do the most. You don't, it's okay to be perfectly regular. You are beautiful and perfect just the way you are. It's always okay to work and want more in life. Like, I will never tell you to just be complacent and be content. But what I'm saying is, it's okay to not have to put on to convince others. It's okay to not have to show off and showboat to make other people think that you're, this glamorized being. Like, you don't have to do that. Me, myself, I'm trying to find my space in the content creating world. I've been out in it for a couple of years, but things change. Things are forever evolving. And I'm just kind of like, well, maybe, I'm not glamorized enough. Maybe I'm not this, maybe I'm not that. But I'm like, you know what? If I can reach one person with my advice or my stuff, then I've done my part. Like, I'm going to always show you the most affordable hotels. I'm going to always show you the most affordable good food. I'm going to always show you the most affordable way that you can buy property or ways that you can get something that you want. I'm always going to show you the most affordable, frugal way possible, because I am cheap and I am a budgeter. I am an extreme budgeter. I am not, I'm not careless with my money at all. I'm gonna do a video on like ways to save to buy a house. I'm stuttering, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a video on ways to buy a house, and also do a video on how we got the house, our new house, Jordan's house. And it's not because I'm trying to showboat. It ain't because of that. I'm also giving you the ways that you can get it, right? I'm also giving you the ways that you can obtain it. I don't have to, anything that I show, I'm not showing to, yeah, look at me. Woo, look at me. I'm so hot. I'm so fine. I'm so rich. Like, that's not my get down. I want to show you that even in the worst of circumstances, which is where I was, you can get it too. And a lot of this is coming from, like I said, things that I've seen online, things that I've seen, I was in Louisiana talking to my godmom, and, she was talking about when I first came to her, 20 years old with a baby in tow, and we just talked about how, like, I was literally at the bottom. I was at my bottom. And, you have to take your bad circumstances and you have to try to find a way to flip it to make it into positive. And it took me 20 years to find that path, but, I'm here now, and I'm just trying to find my space in terms of, how to share what I want to share, how to deliver it, because whatever you put out, is how you're going to be perceived. So I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious on my delivery, because I know I'm very blunt and I'm just very give it to you in your face. I mean, it is what it is, but that's where tact comes in, and I'm trying to learn, tact. And I just feel like from that place where I was at to where I am now, I do have to give myself grace, because I have really done the damn thing. But then I go online and I'm just like, I'm seeing somebody with like 100 acres of land, and I'm like, oh, I'm a failure. Like, I'm seeing people online with like 30,000 subscribers. I'm like, I'm a failure. Like, am I not doing enough? Like, what am I not doing? Or, how people, like, I always have had a weight issue, right? And I see people, they lately have been losing weight like that. And I'm like, what are you taking? But in reality, they're taking Ozempic. They're taking, things to make them lose weight. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. So I realized that my views and my journey is going to be different from other people's. But sometimes we only get caught up in what we see. We only get caught up in what is literally in front of us. We're not looking at everything around. We're not looking at, we have to do more in terms of, we can't look at other people's accomplishments, other people's paths and journeys. We have to look at our own accomplishments. We have to look at what we've done, what we've accomplished, how far we've come. It's okay to be regular. It's totally okay to want regular shit. It's okay to want to be married. It's okay to want to be in love. It's okay to want to have a family. It's okay to want to go do, corny, wearing pajamas, on Christmas stuff. But when you see all that online, it does make people who don't have it feel a kind of way. But understand, you can get it too. And it will come, but it's okay to still want regular things. It's okay to, like I said, be a nerd. Like, I'm a total history buff and nerd. And I'm like, nobody relates, nobody understands. You know, I'm a music head and I'm like, nobody understands my kind of music. But then I'm like, okay, Jordan does. And, you know, I've been putting Charles on some different things, but I'm like, what you're into, there is a market for it. There is a group of people who are into the same things as you. You just have to find your tribe. And for me, with my YouTube and my subscribers, for me to literally be at like almost what 5,700, that is 5,700 people that want to watch my videos. That's 5,700 people who are interested into seeing what I have to say. So I have to tell myself, okay, 30,000 is nice, because in my opinion, it's like 30,000, that's more money, but they may not still be getting those views though, right? Just because a person clicks subscribe doesn't mean they go back and support. So for me, for the most part, I get support. I have people who have been around since I started, and I'm like, that's 5,700 people who want to hear me talk. Y'all want to hear my stuttering and, you know, my miswording, and y'all want to hear it. So we have to start looking at what we're doing and what we're accomplishing and knowing that that's good enough. You know, I definitely battle with self-worth issues. And again, y'all know I'm honest, I'm transparent. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. I battle with self-worth issues because that's something that happened to me in my livelihood, in my life. So I battle with that. So whenever I see other people just doing so far beyond more, I immediately go into the defense mode of like, I'm not doing good enough. I'm not good enough. Something's wrong. You know, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me where I'm not getting this? But in reality, I don't know if they paid for those subscribers. I don't know if, you know, they've been doing this for 10 plus years. I don't know. Like, you only see what's in front of you. So I say that to say, it's okay to be regular and be where you are. Whatever you have going on right now, it's always dope to strive for better. We always have to work to grow and to evolve, right? But don't subscribe to the shit that you're seeing online and make you feel that you're not good enough. Whatever you have going on, you are good enough. And if you aren't doing enough to where you know that is not to your potential, seek advice. Seek advice, seek the ways to find out. See, if you want to go back to school, go find out how to go back to school. If you want to change your career, go find out how to change your career. Like, do the work, but don't ever feel like you aren't good enough and that where you are is not enough. You are enough. I am enough. We are enough. It's okay to be regular. I am done trying to, feel like what I'm doing is not enough compared to what I'm seeing online. Like, I'm telling you, I'm guilty. I will sit here and be the first to admit I am guilty of that. And we have to not look at this a glass half full, half empty scenario. You have to look at the glass full. Are you working? Are you healthy? Are you motivated? Are you, a go-getter? Are you a hard worker? Like, we have to look at all the things that we are versus not all the things we aren't. Because trust me, all those people are only going to post the best shit online. They're only going to post the greatest things online. Nobody wants to show you the ugly. Nobody wants to show you the negative. Nobody's going to show you how they look when they go home at night and cry themselves to sleep. No one's showing that shit. No one's showing how they have to drink themselves to go to sleep because they're so depressed in their daily life. No one's going to show this stuff. They're only going to show the most best, perfect stuff. So we have to, get out of that illusion of feeling like this is what it is. No, it's not. It's smoke and mirrors. So I was all over the place with this. I'm sorry. It just literally was off the top of my head. But with that said, I end this with, it's okay to be regular. It's okay to just do the regular stuff. You do not have to meet strangers' expectations because what they eat don't make you poop, right? Straight up. So whatever you're doing, keep doing you. If you have goals, you work toward those goals. If you have motivation to do something, you work towards that. Don't let anything or anyone or anything that you may see online deter you from feeling like you're not doing enough for you. So So with that said, drop some comments below. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. And I shall talk to you guys on the next video. Talk to you later. Mwah.